Yeah, hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlight of Business Owner Show, and today we're thrilled to have Dr. Russ with Empowered Family Chiropractic. Hi, Doc, how are you?
Hey Brian, how are you doing today?
Oh, very well, thank you. Yeah, so I know you got a great practice that you run with your wife in Scottsdale. Can you let people know how did you even get into the chiropractic services?
So everybody has their story about how they got into it. Some people are have family members that they try to be like. With me, it was actually because I got into a car accident, and so I went through about 6 months, 3 to 6 months worth of care, and at that point, I was feeling really good. And then, literally, like within like 2 weeks to a month after I was done, I started feeling the same pains in my neck and my low back and my hips. And gladly at the time I was near a chiropractic school, and I went to see some of the student chiropractors, and literally within like 3 to 4 weeks, so like I'm basically like a month of care, just by getting adjusted a few times a week, I was like, I was like really good, like up until this point. And this was in like 2011. So for like the last, how many, like 13 years after that 1 month of care, I went from like tons and tons of pain to just living my best life.
Oh, nice, nice. I know, well, you guys got a beautiful office in Scottsdale. Um, what's it like, for someone to go over there? How do I say it? What does a visit entail if they were to visit you?
Right. So we're very thorough in our exams and our history, because that's literally will tell us like 80 to 90% of like what's going on with you and how the best way that we can treat you. So part of the visit is we're getting your history, we're getting your exam. We are doing something called a posture screen, where we take pictures from the front and from the side, and that just shows us approximately how your posture is doing at the moment and how best way that we can actually affect it. I believe posture is incredibly important. And how you sit all day, how you play around all day or walk around, do whatever it is that you do, it affects you in the long run. You may not feel it when you're 20 years old, but you surely it will catch up to you when you're in your 40s and 50s. And my job is to prevent that. My job is to make sure that you live your best life right now, right this second. And then as soon as we're done with all that evaluation and we're done with all the those pictures being taken, we go on with the treatment. Whatever that may be, customized to you. And that's the beautiful thing about our office, is we customize everything to you.
Okay, I know there's different techniques that are offered by different chiropractors. What techniques do you guys specialize in?
So we actually, so when we're talking about techniques, yes, there's chiropractors that specialize in certain specific type of ways of adjusting. When we're talking about technique, what we're trying to tell you is that we will customize it to you. So if you're not
Oh,
comfortable with getting a certain type of an adjustment, we will make sure that we're able to adjust it in a different way. Like for example, like if you don't like to have your neck adjusted with hands on, what we'll do is we have a little tool called, it's a spring loaded instrument, or other
oh
people call
yeah.
it activator or a clicker. It comes by many names. So we can actually utilize something like that to get the adjustment going, and it's incredibly light. Uh, you still like kind of feel it, but you don't. Everything is done like underneath, and there's no twisting and turning involved. So it actually is beneficial for some, and some people like to, like, you lay your hands on me and just go at it. Like it depends
Yeah.
on the patient, and that's the beautiful thing about our office, is that we don't care, we don't force adjustments on anybody if they're uncomfortable with that type of an adjustment.
Oh, okay. What makes your office unique? I know there's a lot of chiropractic offices out there. There's some that, yeah, there are chains and they have them all over the area. But what's unique about yours?
So the unique part about us is that you're only going to see us. You're going to be seeing either me or my wife. We both have a lot of experience in the area, treating people from all ages, whether infants all the way to late adulthood. And the unique perspective is that we're very personable, and we try to keep everything catered to the patient to make sure that the patient receives the most utmost care. It's very personalized care. We create communities in our office. You're not just a number, come and go. Generally, we even know your story. We know where you're coming from. We know what's going on with you. You can come share with us. We're going to be creating soon enough. We're going to be creating community-based events where we can all come together and like create. I know I'm saying the same word community, but it's such an important thing. uh like create our own spaces where we have common things together.
And I just found it's advantageous to go to the same chiropractor because they get to know your back. They get to know, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's just my preference. But is there a case that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, of course. So a little bit of piggybacking, yes, you will get that personalized care, like because it's just going to be us seeing it and us knowing your body.
Mhm.
And that way it actually allows us to know when you're improving, whether you feel it or not. So we can actually guide you to that. Because you are in your body 24/7. We see you for a few short minutes uh, per week or per
Uh-huh.
every other week, but we get to see your improvements. We get to see what's going on with you. So it's just a little bit of a tangent, but an interesting case was I had a father coming in. He has two little kids, and he had a debilitating migraine happening to him multiple times per week.
Oh,
And whenever he got that migraine, it usually started off sometime in the morning, and then he was gone for the day. So the mom had to take care of the kids, all the animals. They were avid animal lovers, so they had all kinds of animals in their house. But the dad was gone. He's not there. He doesn't exist for that day until he recovers.
uh-huh.
That's like I looked at it. And so with like really within like a month of care, uh, and that's granted that he was receiving a ton of cares, a ton of different medications to help with that, and none of it was really helping, or it was just mildly helping. But within like a month of care, we were able to drop him from like two of these type of incidents per week to maybe two per month. So he was having two per month. And then a month later, he was having like one a month. And then another
Oh
one is
my God.
they were like gone. Like
Wow.
he
Wow.
was having one of those
That's
migraines
great.
that he felt coming on. It's called a halo effect. Like he knows it's coming, so he just disappears. He disappears from the household essentially,
I
and that way he was like, "Oh my God, I can actually be with my children. I can be with the animals that I love. Like I can do things now. Like I don't like I stopped not existing in my family's life." And that was just like the most memorable thing that I had so far.
oh, I can imagine. I
Really
used to
awesome.
work. No, I used to work with someone, and when they get a migraine, like you said, they'd have to leave work, go home, lay in bed in a dark room, and that was it for the day.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very debilitating. Doc, can you let people know what's the best way to reach out and get in touch with you?
Of course. So the best way is to actually give us a call at 925-444-5034. Our website is www.empoweredfemchiro.com. You can please visit our website to check out like some of the things that we do. We have pictures of our family on there. As well, so you can kind of get a little introduction about us, and then you can also book your appointment on there. And if you don't see the date or the time that you like, please don't hesitate to give us a call. That's probably going to be the best way anyways, because we're the ones answering the calls, we're the ones scheduling your visits, and we're the ones taking in your forms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so just one final question. I know there's people that, they twist the wrong way and they get out of alignment. There's people whose hips go out of alignment also, playing pickleball and this and that. What happens to people if they don't come and see you?
So it's kind of like a lingering problem. It becomes it's going from something called an acute problem, which is like what you felt something go wrong in the first like 3 days, and you're thinking it's going to get better. And then once it goes past that initial days, it becomes a chronic issue. And then
Mm.
imagine having something in pain for years, let's say months and years. Like, how does that affect your body as a whole? How does it
Oh,
affect your posture as a whole? uh I mean, and then you're like, maybe you should get your adjustment, get fixed up, get your body worked on, and that way you don't reach that chronic stage, or and then kind of and then the way you know that, hey, like if anything like this ever happens again, I know somebody who's going to take care of me.
uh-huh. I know someone years ago who wouldn't go to a chiropractor, and as they aged, they eventually like would walk slanted forward. You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
I know I love going to a chiropractor. I'm telling you, they can put me back together when I get broken, and I know you got a gorgeous office. So again, if you could let people know what's the best way to reach out to you and learn about your practice and schedule an appointment with you.
Of course. So the best way to reach out is to give us a call at 925-444-5034. That's the best way to reach out to us, and get you started on your care.
Oh, great. Well, thank you, Doc, for being here. Yeah,
Of
it's
course,
great
my
to see you.
pleasure. Thank you so much.